Hello everyone, I'm Christy Sperlin and I'm from Marietta, Georgia, and I'm so happy to be cooking for you guys today. Today I'm going to cook my creamy garlic mashed potatoes, and this is a recipe that when any of my friends and family come over or we have a holiday get together, this is a request that I have every time. Please, please, please cook. So I thought I would cook it for you today. We're going to start today with, I've cooked about 8 to 10 medium-sized Yukon potatoes. And I like the Yukon potatoes because they're yellow and buttery in texture, and they're very creamy, and they just make the recipe so much better. So I've peeled them, diced them, cooked them in boiling water, drained them, and I put them back into the pot that I cooked them in, which is still warm, and that's very key because you want it to be warm so all the other ingredients melt really well together and it's a lot easier to mix everything up. Our ingredients are, we have 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, and as you can see, I like the original Philadelphia cream cheese. I know they have the third less fat and fat-free, but I really feel like the full deal original recipe Philadelphia cream cheese does my recipe justice, and it gives it the most full flavor, but you certainly could probably substitute. So we're using the original Philadelphia cream cheese. So I've got 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese that I'm just going to dump into my potatoes, and I don't know if you can see that. That's what it looks like. And we've got a stick of salted butter that I've cut up, and it's best if you let these sit out just a little bit so they're softened, so they melt and mix up better. So we're going to add our butter, and I've got a cup of heavy cream that I'm going to mix in. So we're going to mix all that in. And I like to use an old-timey masher. I know a lot of people use a hand mixer, but I like to just mash it up, and especially when you do it with the pot still warm, it's so much easier for everything to melt and just combine all together. I don't know if the cameraman wants to come in here and see all the yummy, yummy goodness. But I like to leave chunks. I don't like it to be all smooth. I like to leave some chunks because I just like that texture. We're going to mix all that up. See, it's just mashing and melting so great. And the cream cheese makes it so creamy and velvety. And it's just wonderful. Alright. Almost done with that. Mash just a little bit more and get it all. And one funny story I have of this recipe is actually an old boyfriend of mine, his mother tracked me down, no lie, and asked me for the recipe and said her son wanted this mashed potato recipe so his new girlfriend could cook it for him, and I said, no way, so sorry. And I'm so glad that I'm not still with them because I have my wonderful husband who's actually videotaping right now. But that's just a funny story of how great these are. My old boyfriend's mom was actually tracking me down for it. But anyway, so we've got those all mashed up. Now, the next ingredients are, I know this sounds like a lot, but it's 4 teaspoons of garlic salt. But the potatoes are going to soak it up, and you really want to have the full flavor of the garlic mashed potatoes. So we're going to add 4 teaspoons of garlic salt, and I'm just going to stir those in, get that all mixed up. And then next we have, actually we'll go ahead and do our pepper. You can do pepper to taste, so let's do pepper, just a little bit of pepper. Mix that up. Our next ingredients are, I like smoky cheddar cheese, like smoked cheddar cheese. This is like a cup. Grated, I like to get the block and grate it myself. I think you get more flavor. We're just going to add maybe 1/3 of a cup into the recipe. We've cooked off some bacon. I like to add maybe just a handful. I do 8 slices of bacon. So we're going to add just a handful into the mixture and mix that up. And then we turn it into a Pyrex dish that has been sprayed with baking, just your, baking spray so it doesn't stick so much. So we're going to turn this in, and it smells so yummy, and it's so velvety, and the garlic and with the bacon and the cheese, it's just awesome. This is a great thing to serve when you have holidays or even when you're having dinner parties. Everybody just raves about it. So we're going to turn that into here. And we've got our oven preheated on 350. So just smooth this out. And then we're going to add the rest of our cheese on top. So just sprinkle that on top. And then I like to add some paprika just for garnish. Just makes it look pretty. Doesn't really change the flavor, it makes it look pretty. And you want to put it into a 350 oven for about 30 minutes. Actually about 25 minutes, and then you take it out and add your bacon, the rest of your bacon on top, and then finish it off. I don't like to add the bacon now because it can get too brown. But I actually have one that's done. Voila! This is what the finished product looks like. And we're going to come into the dining room, and this is what the finished product looks like. And I also wanted to show you guys some different ways to serve it. It's such a fun dish to serve in all different ways. If you do the individual ramekins, and everybody can have their own ramekin, and the kids love doing this, and it's a great fun way. Also, I've done it before in the past to where I've done different toppings, like I have shrimp, sauteed mushrooms, green onions, caramelized onions, and you pass this around the dinner table and everybody can put whatever topping they want on their mashed potatoes. Or if you're having a cocktail buffet, you can put the mashed potatoes in a chafing dish and put martini glasses. This is just the ones I have. You can put mashed potatoes in the martini glass and put whatever toppings you want. It's perfect for a cocktail buffet. But tonight we are going to be having dinner, and let me show you what we're having. We are going to serve our mashed potatoes with beef tenderloin, green beans, and let me show you how yummy, yummy, yummy this is. We're going to serve it up. Look how creamy and gooey and yummy that is. Look at that. Thanks. We hope to see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. I can't wait to see you next week and cook appetizers with Philadelphia cream cheese. Thank you.